Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Unmute Minds, the official Lift Up Club podcast. We are so glad that you're here with us today. And whether you're listening from school, at home, on the way to practice, or really just anywhere, thank you for giving us part of your day.
This podcast is made by teens for teens, and we're not experts, we're not therapists. We're just students like you who believe something's really important. Mental health matters, and it's time we unmute that conversation.
And just to give you context, this episode is being recorded right before our first official Lift Up meeting. What you're hearing is just the foundation, the ideas, the visions, and the reasons behind starting this club. Think of it as the blueprint for what we hope to build together as a club.
So let's go ahead and get started with the big question. What is Lift Up Club? At first glance, it's a high school club, but honestly, it's more than a club. It's a mindset, a movement, a safe place for teens to be real with each other.
In Lift Up, we want to focus on simple practices that help with stress and positivity, such as journaling, gratitude, meditation walks, group conversations, and even guest speakers. Also, fun little challenges along the way, too. All designed to remind us that we're not alone in this.
What makes Lift Up different is that it's practical. We're not promising to erase stress, we're creating habits anyone can try. Even 5 minutes of gratitude or mindfulness can lower anxiety. Science backs it up, but we deliver it in a way that feels approachable in a teen friendly way.
And the name Lift Up just says it all. It's about lifting yourself up when things feel heavy and lifting others up when they need it. It's about building a culture of kindness instead of pressure and silence. Now, let's get personal. Why was Lift Up created? The truth is, as many of us have found out probably the hard way, high school is stressful. Between grades, sports, friends, social media, and figuring out the future, a lot of us can feel like we're drowning.
Especially after COVID, we saw how many people were struggling in silence. Everyone was pretending to be fine, but deep down, anxiety, stress, and loneliness was everywhere, and we needed something to change.
And the data proves it too. CDC studies show how anxiety and depression among high schoolers spiked after the pandemic. Rates are higher now than they have been in decades. This isn't just in our heads, it's real. And that's why we believe this club matters.
Lift Up was born out of the need, a place where it doesn't feel about competition or achievement, but about a connection. Not another bullet point for a college application, but something that actually makes your life better.
We wanted a safe corner in school where people could just breathe, a place to learn real tools to handle stress, and where it's okay to say, I'm not okay. That kind of honesty takes courage, but in the end, it creates freedom.
Talking about mental health shouldn't be scary. It's just health. Like how we can take care of our bodies with food and exercise, we should be able to take care of our minds with habits and support.
The problem is, mental health struggles aren't always visible. Heck, I don't think they're really ever visible. You can't put a cast on anxiety, and you can't take a week off of school because you're stressed. That invisibility can make people feel like they have to just hide it.
And that is very dangerous because when something isn't visible, it's easy for people to minimize it and
Mm,
not allow it to be there. But studies show untreated stress and anxiety affect sleep, focus, and even physical health. That's why we need to open that conversation like this one.
exactly. The moment that you open up, it's like dropping a weight that you've been carrying on your shoulders. Even if we don't have the perfect answer, just listening can change someone's life. Sometimes the best thing to say is, I hear you, and you're not alone.
I literally could not have said that any better myself.
Just a quick reminder, just hold on. We are not experts, okay? We're not doctors or therapists. I don't have my degree. I'm just a teenager, but we are teenagers who care.
And that's the whole reason for this podcast. Unmute Minds is about breaking the silence and learning together. Small actions matter. A journal entry, a gratitude list, a walk. They aren't cures, but they're steps, and every step counts.
Exactly. And if what you're going through feels too heavy, you can reach out to professionals, counselors, hotlines, therapists. They're all there for you. Asking for help isn't a weakness, it's wisdom.
Why focus on teens? Because these years shape the rest of our lives. The way we handle stress now, the habits we form now, and the support we get now, it's all that matters for our future.
And honestly, being a teenager today is harder than ever. With social media pressure, academics, figuring out our identity, and the future, it can all just feel so overwhelming.
I literally could not have said that better myself. Research backs it up as well. Social media can connect us, but it can also bring us comparison, FOMO, stress. Building resilience means learning how to use these tools without letting them crush us.
But here's the good news. Small, consistent habits help. Gratitude, rest, conversations, connection. When we start building those habits as teens, we create real resilience that lasts through our whole lives.
All right, so now we're gonna really start talking about what we're gonna start doing at our meeting. I'll let you continue talking about it.
Thank you. So, one of our biggest inspirations is Pam Grout's book, E Squared. It's full of experiments showing how powerful your thoughts and mindset really are, and it's personally one of my favorites.
For example, one experiment is asking to look for a random sign in the next 48 hours. The point isn't magic, and I think a lot of people don't, oh, I think this is just a bunch of hocus pocus, but it's not. It's realizing your focus shapes your reality. Change what you can pay attention to and change your experience.
That connects with neuroscience too. Our brains filter millions of pieces of information every second. What we choose to focus on, gratitude, positivity, or curiosity, literally reshapes how we experience daily life.
So here's your experiment for this week. Gratitude 3x3. Write down three things you're grateful for every day for 3 days. Big things, small things, silly things, anything. Then ask yourself, do I feel different?
And we'd love to hear your results. Go ahead and tag us on our Instagram at pvhs.liftup. We would love to repost what you guys send us.
And that is it for episode 1 of Unmute Minds. I know this was a short podcast, but this was just setting the foundation of what this is going to look like.
Follow us on Instagram at pvhs.liftup and use hashtag pvhsliftup to tag us.
And remember, you don't need to have everything figured out. Process comes in small steps. If today you just took one step for yourself or one step to support someone else, that's already success. Until
Until
next
next time,
time, unmute
unmute
your
your mind,
mind, lift
lift
up
up the
your
world.